I had been on alien worlds before, but nothing prepared me for Vealoria, the glittering capital city of the Astrix dominion. Everything here shimmered. Floating towers made of translucent crystal, walkways that glowed like they contained trapped starlight, and citizens whose bodies pulsed with faint luminescence. But nothing shimmered more than Queen Seralyth. She was the monarch of the Astrix, a powerful and elegant species whose hair was revered almost like a relic. Not because of beauty, though it was striking, but because their hair stored electroempathic energy, the essence of their emotional and psychic being. Touching it without permission wasn't rude. It was sacrilege, a crime punishable by exile, or, according to rumors, immediate execution. I had no idea about any of that. I was a diplomat, well, an assistant diplomat, with a translator badge, a shaky understanding of alien etiquette, and a habit of touching things I wasn't supposed to. This story begins with one such mistake, and ends with something far stranger. Part 1, An Honest Mistake. "Stay behind me," Ambassador Hale whispered as we entered the throne chamber. "Do not wander, do not speak unless spoken to, and above all—" He paused, lowering his voice even more. "Do not touch the Queen." "Why would I?" I laughed quietly. He just gave me a look that said, "Because you're you," and marched forward. The throne chamber was immense, the ceiling vanishing into a silver haze. At the far end, sitting upon a floating dais of crystalline plates, was Queen Seralyth. She looked human-shaped mostly, only taller, nearly 7 feet, with radiant opal-colored skin, long flowing hair that moved like liquid moonlight, and eyes glowing softly in shades of indigo. Her hair was mesmerizing. Each strand shimmered with shifting color, like light passing through water. Ambassador Hale nudged me painfully in the ribs. "Stop staring," he hissed. "I'm not staring," I lied. We approached the steps of her floating dais. 12 royal guards formed a half-circle around her, their armor glowing faintly from the energy running through it. The Queen's voice flowed like warm wind. "Welcome, representatives of Terra. I trust your journey was peaceful." Her eyes drifted over each of us, then stopped on me. "You are new." "Ah, yes," I said before Hale could stop me. "Ethan Cole, Communications Liaison Trainee." Her lips curved just slightly. "Trainee," she repeated, tasting the unfamiliar word. "Do you enjoy learning?" "Yes, Your Majesty." "And what do you hope to learn here?" I swallowed. "How to not embarrass humanity." A soft laugh, musical and bright, escaped her. The guards looked horrified. Ambassador Hale went pale. But the Queen smiled. "You speak freely. I find this refreshing." Hale bowed deeply. "Forgive him, Your Radiance. He doesn't understand." "It is fine," she said. "I enjoy honesty." Then she leaned slightly forward. That was when I made the mistake. As she shifted, one lock of her radiant hair slid forward over her shoulder and draped dangerously close to the edge of the dais. Flickered like a living ribbon. Fascinated and completely stupidly forgetting everything Hale said, I lifted my hand, just a finger, to nudge it away from a jagged crystal edge. The hair was soft, silky, warm with some kind of energy that tingled through my skin. The moment I touched it, 12 guards drew their weapons in perfect synchronization. Hale gasped, froze. The Queen went completely still. A humming alarm filled the room. "You fool," Hale whispered, horrified. "Do you know what you just did?" "No," I whispered back. "What did I do?" Part 2. The Sacred Forbidden Touch. The guards surrounded me instantly, their spears crackling with pale blue electricity. "Do not move," one commanded. "Do not breathe," another added. I was pretty sure they were serious. Queen Seralyth rose slowly from her dais, descending until she stood only a foot away. Her opalescent skin glowed brighter as she stared into my eyes. "Human Ethan," she said softly. Every guard tensed. Hale nearly fainted. "Do you know what you have done?" I swallowed, trying to stand straight even though my knees wanted to collapse. "I fixed your hair." A collective gasp filled the chamber. One guard whispered, "He speaks of it so casually." Another muttered, "Unbelievable." But the Queen continued watching me, unreadable. "Human hands," she said, "are forbidden to touch the royal hair. It holds our lineage, our emotions, and our bond essence." I'm so sorry," I stammered. "I didn't know." Her expression didn't darken. Instead, something shifted like a quiet recognition. "Interesting," she murmured. "Please, your radiance," Hale begged, stepping forward. The young man meant no disrespect. "Humans are unfamiliar with." "Silence," she commanded without raising her voice. Hale immediately froze. The Queen stepped even closer to me. Her energy radiated softly across my skin. When she lifted her hand, the guards gasped and moved to block her, but she waved them back. "Stand down." They obeyed instantly. Her fingers hovered inches from my cheek, glowing faintly. "You touched my hair without my permission," she said. I know," I whispered. "I take full responsibility." "Do you know what that means?" "No." "That you have invoked the ancient right of sole claim." My breath caught. "Right of what now?" "By tradition," she continued, her glow intensifying, "the only one allowed to touch a queen's hair is her chosen mate." My heart nearly stopped. Hale actually did faint this time. The guards stared at me murderously, but they couldn't contradict tradition. Queen Seralyth's voice was soft, regal, final. "You have touched what only a future husband may touch." She reached out and gently took my chin between her fingers. "Therefore, by the laws of the Astrix dominion." She leaned close. "I claim you." Part 3. The storm after the claim. Chaos erupted. The guards shouted in 3 languages at once. Hale woke up only to faint again. Royal scribes ran into the chamber. Officials yelled about traditions, treaties, and catastrophic misunderstandings. Meanwhile, I stood frozen, still processing the fact that a 7-foot glowing monarch had just announced I was her future husband. Queen Seralyth ignored the uproar completely. She placed her hand on my shoulder. "Walk with me." I didn't dare refuse. She led me out of the chamber onto a balcony overlooking miles of glittering alien architecture. The hum of the city's energy was calming in a strange way. I finally found the courage to speak. "Your Majesty." "Seralyth," she corrected. "If you are to be my chosen, speak my name." Choked slightly. "Seralyth." She smiled, her hair glowing brighter. "You are frightened." "Yes." "You are confused." "Very." "You regret touching me." "No, yes, I didn't mean to touch anything sacred." She stepped closer. "Your intentions were pure. You were concerned for me. That is why the right recognized you." "That was an accident," I said carefully. "Most destiny begins with accident," she replied. I ran a hand through my hair, overwhelmed. "Look, I'm flattered. Really. But I'm just a human. Nobody. I'm not royalty. I'm not even a senior diplomat." She tilted her head. "You do not think yourself worthy. I think I'm incredibly unqualified. A good heart is qualification enough." Her eyes glowed softly. The wind shifted around us, carrying wisps of glowing pollen-like particles.